Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
See if we get Legend today on Europe with this deck would be kind of cool. I think Freeze Mage is like dead. I haven't seen any. It's all Tempo Mage right now. Let's start taking initiative. Power the Wall, Power the Wall. I have a decent curve here. Any minion trade I can take against Tempo Mage is really good. So this seems like a Freeze Mage then. It's too easy for him to ping my guy, so this counters Acolyte of Pain as well if he plays on turn 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and Hero Power the Novice down instead of trading. Against Freeze Mage, how does it work? It's mostly about the early pressure. If I can innervate out one of my 7 to 9 drops, they're like unkillable for Freeze Mage almost. But I probably just prefer to go ahead and cycle a little bit, get 4 power out instead of 3. Not without those cards already in my hand. The only time I really want to save, like Sylvanas is not that good at innervate out, nor is Yogg, so it would have to be exactly the one Ancient or Cenarius. If this was my first minion here, very likely I would make a 2-2 because I need power, but I'm already kind of getting to the point where he's going to be blizzarding soon or noving soon anyways. And I can squeeze an extra, like even though I don't really have anything to do with my hero power or with my mana, it might kick in eventually, and also it does feasibly allow me to squeeze in more hero powers, which don't get affected by blizzards and freezes. And also they give me armor against Freeze Mage. So Power of the Wall will definitely be used as a, what's it called? As a buff. I'm gonna go ahead and find minions here over spells. At least, well, first one is minion for sure, because we need another minion. If we get a really good minion, whenever a hero takes damage, just minion takes instead. I mean, that's good, but for the most part, it's going to be AoEing first. Juskar is so good. That's why I said It's not mean it lasts very long. I don't think we win by out healing Freeze Mage either. I'm trying to get Fail Rage. Oops. And plus we had 2 Fail Rage. I just like getting more minions. Forbidden Ancient's pretty good. Creates a big threat that Freeze Mage has a hard time dealing with. Novice is pretty good as well as a cycle through our deck. I'd say Forbidden Ancient because it's better than most cards in our deck. Actually could have maybe considered Ancient. I didn't think about it too much. For 4? Probably not, no. Ancient because it's really good because I can play it as a 7/7/8/8, which plays around Blizzard and Flame Strike. But if I just make another 4/4, then it doesn't seem that good. Okay, so this allows us to play around Flame Strike very excellently. Plus, Juskar doesn't allow us to hero power anyways. Then Juskar on 8 with hero power. This would be great. I'm actually playing Juskar in this deck? No. It's not good. I mean, the stuff that's good against Freeze Mage is really good against other matchups. Like, even Torment Mana could be good against Freeze Mage, and you would never consider using in this deck.
The end is coming! We hunger for vengeance.
Gonna go ahead and clear this. 5, 6, 7, Stroll first.
I hope you like my invention.
Looks like I'm gonna have to Ice Lance or Frostbolt this. Okay. He still has an Alex Straza out. Well, I think what we want to do is flood the board as much as possible. Give ourselves easy ways to deal with Alex and Papa's block next turn.
Welcome to the grand tournament, champion.
I'm waiting for the wild.
So I think his only move that's viable this turn is Alex. Like, I don't think there's anything else that would be realistically playable from him. So I like just hero powering him in the face, because that makes it so that I can, and he has to Alex me, by the way, not heal himself 15. So that's why I like the hero power him there, not living roots because of man next turn for living roots. That way, hopefully I can kill his block and kill Alex together in the same turn. Okay, so he didn't have that, which is going to look bad for him now. But he's at, what, 15? You have 13, 15 damage anyways. Just hero power him after. Let's check for the things first, just to make sure nothing crazy happens. X Vita, thanks for subbing. Welcome back to the StrifeCro. Crowfist. So this has to be block. If it's bear, he dies. So should probably kill his guy and kill block.
Disqualified.
It's unfortunate that I have to use my swipe here. Okay. Pretty unfortunate. Yeah, Freeze Mage just doesn't seem good. I don't know. I like never see them when I play. It seems very weak. When I play against it, like the very random times I play against it, it always seems bad. Now, so right now it's all about like the hunters and shamans and zoos, pretty much. It's like the aggro trifecta. It's hard to beat all of them with any deck, so it ends up like not any control decks being super popular. I have a lot of removal with second living roots and Feral Rage, and I don't think it's worth it to Wrath for 3 basically to save 1 roots. And I do think it's worth it to cycle it over hero powering, since I have 2 more removal spells in my hand as well as saving 2 life. CG West 8, thanks for subbing. Welcome back to the StrifeCro. Crowfist. Okay. It's a good removal, perfect for this. StrifeCro, I'm enjoying Cthulhu Druid ladder at the moment. Only rank 7, but I've not been super tryharding. But I feel like rarely use the aggro decks. Shaman's 50-50 though. I mean, Cthulhu Druid's actually pretty okay. I'd say it's not great. It's hard to beat Zoo with almost any kind of Druid. And I would not say it's favored against mid-range Shaman. The main problem I had with Cthulhu Druid is like I can't beat Flame Wreath. I guess that's the same with any Druid. See, if I punch down a 4, I still can't kill it next turn. I'm just gonna dig first. Ooh, Astral Moonfire. Oh yeah, that's very good. I'm actually not gonna make roots here because I need roots to do 3 and Moonfire deal 2 next turn. That's 5. If I leave roots for 2, they don't deal enough damage. It only deals 2. Let's see what I draw first before deciding how to kill this. Like, I guess we could kill the wolves. It's a 3/5 right now. I'm assuming it just grows really big next turn. Yeah, I definitely have to kill the councilman. I don't even have swipe in my hand, so he could also do something like tentacles and grow it really huge. I don't have swipe reactively. It's not like this is bad either. He probably has to trade one of them, and it's almost never going to be both, but...
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. Where shall I strike?
Hopefully this trades just into both wolves. I think I'm happy enough if it gets traded into both wolves. It's too easy for him to just buff one wolf if I make it a taunt. I'm also taking more damage on the attack.
Why do you call?
This is one very weird swipe if we swipe here. Actually, my moves this turn are all going to be too weak. Even Cenarius, I think I actually ramp here instead of making the 2/2 and just go ahead and swipe to play another spell. At that point, I'd be swiping probably Juggler since it probably saves me most of my damage. Assuming Yogg clears indiscriminatively, kind of.
The land serves me. Time waits for no one.
I mean, I'm pretty much locking myself into Yogg anyways at this play. Even though the board looks way weaker, and the board state looks weaker, he could drop, like, even Tentacles, and I'd take way more damage. Especially since I just used Swipe, Tentacles is actually kind of likely. I don't think it really matters this board. It's very easy for Yogg to clear. Like, having more of his minions compared to mine means that there's, like, more likely spells hit his minions. And AoE, it's still like, should be a very easy board for Yogg to clear. I've cast 8 spells this game, looks pretty decent. Ice block. Hopefully one of these heals me. It's unlikely though. Too many minions. Nah, that's pretty underwhelming, that Yogg, actually. I was actually way more expecting his board to be gone.
You love my new wrist. Buying or selling.
Ice block is much less good for Druid than it is for like something like Mage, where you can Pyroblast and Fireball. Like Ice block, if I lose board control and I'm using Ice block to buy me a turn, I don't really get to win on Druid unless I take over the board, so it's not that great. So that's still good for Mage, because you can conceivably Ice block and just burn people out after you lose board.
Get it out!
Like, I don't have that option. Best case, trade those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So best case, I still lose my block with Cenarius. And that doesn't mean I don't play it though, but...
Behold the rage of the Firelands. Time waits for no one.
It's unlikely I can save my block anyways. It makes more sense for me to throw it in counter lethal on him after the block, since this swipe allowed me to push through the 7 face damage. If I had Cenarius, that would never happen.
Buying or selling.
Ready for action!
Oh, I see.
Who dares summon me?
Well, he actually had the decent amount of active cards. I lost here, I believe. My safest place. Throw up some taunts, I'd die there. Maybe heal for 8. Nah, I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
For the wilds. I concede.